Hello everyone, this is Nikita Rawat from Motion Classes and we are beginning a very important chapter today, and that is none other than, as you can see on the board, it's human circulatory system. We are going to begin with that, but before that, a little thing that I want to ask you. आप लोगों को पता है ठंडी का मौसम आ चुका है, like everybody is wearing sweater. क्लासेस सुबह सुबह करने में थोड़ा दिक्कत आता है. उससे भी पहले the major thing that we have to worry about is आज तो शावर लेना पड़ेगा. So what do? Go to the washroom, just switch on your tap और पानी आ जाता है. फिर किस बात की देरी है? Of course ठंडी है, right? लेकिन कभी आप लोगों ने सोचा कि आखिर टैप में से पानी आया कैसे? Overhead tanks, yeah, ma'am doesn't know anything, is it? ठीक है, overhead tank से आया. Overhead tank पे पानी गया कैसे? Okay, against the gravity, मोटर. हमारे घर में हमने बटन ऑन किया, पानी आ जाता है, right? अब हम अपनी बॉडी की बात कर लें. So in human bodies, you might have seen, कहीं भी स्क्रैच हो जाए, what will happen? ब्लड आने लगता है, right? Isn't it? बस यही बात हम करने वाले हैं, बिल्कुल सिंपल. We'll be talking about the human circulatory system. बात करते हैं वाटर आपकी बॉडी में, right? Let's talk about water. The plumbing system at your home. वाटर के इक्विवेलेंट है आपकी बॉडी में ब्लड. ओके, अब वाटर फ्लो कहाँ होता है? प्लम्बिंग पाइप्स में. तो ब्लड कहाँ होगा? पाइप्स वुड बी इक्विवेलेंट टू ब्लड वेसल्स. अब कितनी टाइप की वेसल्स हैं ये हम अभी बात करेंगे. नेक्स्ट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इज अगेंस्ट द ग्रेविटी वाटर पहुँचाना है, और हम यहाँ हैंड में कट करें या फिर हमारे चीक्स पे कट लग जाए, what will happen? Of course blood will come out, right? तो and against the gravity, blood आखिर पहुँच कैसे रहा है? Like from toe to our head. We have to know about it, right? So of course, जैसे कि आपने मोटर ऑन की, आपकी बॉडी में भी वही सिस्टम है, वही पंप है, and that very important pumping organ in your body is none other than our heart. So all the systems, these three things that we have learned, blood, vessels and heart, comprises the human circulatory system. Okay, let us start with very important heart. So we are drawing a structure here. Let's talk about it. How many chambers do we have in heart? We'll talk about it, okay? So here you can take note of and draw the structure along with me. Let's first draw the human heart. From very small classes, we have been learning human heart has 4 chambers. Let's draw them. So the upper chambers are known as atria, and the lower chambers are known as ventricles. Now let's move forward. So let's talk about it. How does this blood flow, and how does this heart will help the blood to flow all along the body? But before that, what is the function of blood? Blood will help in the transport of nutrients and, very important, oxygen. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let me tell you the very basic thing about the human circulatory system. Okay, so very basic. How does the blood flow in human body? Let's just first draw a heart. Okay, let's draw the chambers. Now look at one thing, that lower chambers, I have drawn them bigger because ventricles are larger in size than atrium. Okay, let's move forward. So this would be right atrium, right ventricle. On the other side we have left atria and left ventricle. Okay, now see, these are like door rooms. These are rooms, okay? Rooms have doors. So let's talk about it. How does the right atrium is separated by right ventricle? So they have a septum, right? Atrioventricular septum. But we have a door as well. And that door is known as tricuspid valve. That door is known as tricuspid valve. On the other hand, we have left atrium separated by left ventricle through a valve, and that valve has only 2 cusps, and we call them bicuspid valve. Okay, I hope everybody is getting my concepts. Yes, now let's move forward. This is just your basic heart. Okay, now what will happen? Of course, heart will do the pumping of the blood. So let's talk about where does this blood come from. Let's start with the oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood will enter the left atrium, then go to the left ventricle through these curves. Now, this left ventricle will pump the blood to be utilized by the tissues. Let's just draw the tissues here. So now you can say what happened here. This oxygenated blood was carried by the largest artery known as aorta. Now remember, aorta is the largest artery that carries the oxygenated blood. This oxygenated blood, now further division will happen, but we'll talk about that later. Okay? So from aorta, the blood will go to each and every tissue of your body. Okay? Now what does this tissue do? Utilize the oxygen, and after that what? They will lose the waste material in the form of carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide is released in the largest vein, and that vein is known as vena cava. So now vena cava is the largest vein that carries the deoxygenated blood. Now what will happen to this deoxygenated blood? We'll talk about that in the next session. Okay, so thank you so much for joining everyone. We'll see you later.